Hey there, investors! Today we're diving deep into the world of advanced micro devices, better known as AMD. This company designs those powerful computer processors that make our digital lives tick. As of today, January 21, 2025, AMD stock is trading at $122.15. Now let's rewind a bit. Over the past year, AMD's stock has seen its fair share of ups and downs, much like a roller coaster ride. But hey, that's the stock market for you. We've seen periods of impressive growth followed by some pullbacks. That's totally normal. What's important is understanding what's driving these movements. The tech industry is constantly evolving, and AMD is right in the thick of it. From PCs and gaming consoles to data centers and artificial intelligence, AMD's chips are everywhere. So, buckle up as we break down the company's financials, analyze its competitors, and try to predict what the future holds for AMD. Let's get started. Alright folks, let's talk numbers. When analyzing a company's financial health, we gotta look beyond just the stock price. That's where financial ratios come in handy. Think of them as vital signs for a company's financial well-being. First up, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE for short. It tells us how much investors are willing to pay for every dollar of AMD's earnings. A high PE often suggests investors are optimistic about future growth. Then there's the forward PE, which uses projected future earnings. It helps us understand if the current stock price is justified based on where analysts think the company is headed. Next, we have the price-to-free cash flow ratio, PFCF. This ratio measures how much cash a company generates relative to its stock price. A lower PFCF can indicate a potentially undervalued company. We also have return on equity, ROE, and return on investment, ROI, which tell us how effectively AMD is using its money to generate profits. Finally, we'll examine the current ratio and debt-to-equity ratio. These ratios give us insights into AMD's short-term liquidity, its ability to pay off short-term debts, and its overall debt levels. By analyzing these ratios, we can gain a clearer picture of AMD's financial strengths and weaknesses. Now, let's dive into the exciting world of technical analysis. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Technical analysis is like reading a treasure map to uncover clues about where a stock might be headed. We look for patterns and trends in the stock's price and trading volume. One key concept is support and resistance levels. Think of support as a floor and resistance as a ceiling. When the stock price drops to a certain level, support, buyers tend to step in, preventing further decline. Conversely, when the price rises to a certain level, resistance, sellers may emerge, putting downward pressure on the stock. Moving averages, which smooth out price fluctuations, are another important tool. They help us identify the stock's overall trend. Is it moving upwards, downwards, or sideways? By analyzing these technical indicators, we can try to anticipate future price movements and make more informed trading decisions. Earnings season. It's the time when companies report their financial performance for the previous quarter. Investors eagerly await these reports to see if a company is meeting, exceeding, or falling short of expectations. So, how did AMD fare in its latest earnings announcement? We look at key metrics like revenue, which tells us how much money AMD generated from sales, and net income, which is the profit remaining after all expenses are deducted. Did AMD's revenue and net income grow compared to the previous year or quarter? That's what we want to see. We also pay close attention to AMD's guidance. That's what the company expects to earn in the future. Is AMD optimistic about its future prospects? Are they projecting continued growth? Understanding these earnings figures and guidance is crucial for investors to assess AMD's current and future profitability. Section 5: AMD versus NVIDIA, the battle for the AI chip. In the world of computer processors, AMD is not alone. Its main rival is NVIDIA, and their rivalry is legendary, like Coke versus Pepsi. Both companies are powerhouses in the gaming and data center markets, but one area where the competition is heating up is artificial intelligence, or AI. AI requires immense processing power, and that's where GPUs, or graphics processing units, come in. Both AMD and NVIDIA are racing to develop the most powerful and efficient AI GPUs. Who will win this battle for AI dominance? That's the billion-dollar question. Investors are closely watching this space because AI is expected to be a massive growth driver for the semiconductor industry. Understanding each company's strengths, weaknesses, and strategies in the AI market is essential for investors looking to place their bets on the future of computing. Section 6. Wall Street weighs in. Analyst. Opinions on AMD. Wall Street is buzzing with activity. Analysts from investment banks and research firms spend countless hours analyzing companies like AMD. They publish reports with their opinions on a stock's future performance, often including a buy, hold, or sell rating. A buy rating suggests the analyst believes the stock is poised to outperform the market, while a sell rating indicates the opposite. A hold rating means the analyst expects the stock to perform in line with the market, or has a neutral outlook. Analysts also provide price targets, which are their estimates of where they think the stock price will be in the next 12 months. It's important to note that analysts don't always agree, and their predictions are not always accurate. However, their insights can provide valuable context for investors trying to make sense of a company's prospects. So, what are the analysts saying about AMD? Are they bullish or bearish on the company's future? Section 7. New products and setbacks. Recent events impacting AMD. The tech world is constantly evolving, and AMD is always innovating to stay ahead of the curve. Recently, AMD launched its latest generation of CPUs and GPUs, promising faster speeds, better performance, and improved energy efficiency. These new products have the potential to boost AMD's market share and drive revenue growth. However, not everything is always rosy. AMD, like any other company, faces challenges. Recently, there have been reports of analysts downgrading AMD's stock. A downgrade means the analyst has become less optimistic about the company's future performance. This could be due to various factors, such as increased competition, concerns about demand, or macroeconomic headwinds. Investors need to stay informed about these recent developments, both positive and negative, as they can significantly impact AMD's stock price. By understanding the potential benefits of new products and the risks associated with setbacks, investors can make more informed decisions. Section 8. The road ahead. AMD's future in a competitive market. Looking ahead, AMD faces both opportunities and challenges. The demand for high-performance computing is only going to increase, driven by trends like cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and the metaverse. AMD is well-positioned to capitalize on these trends with its innovative products and strong market position. However, competition in the semiconductor industry is fierce. AMD must continue to invest heavily in research and development to maintain its technological edge. They also need to navigate the complexities of the global supply chain and manage relationships with key partners. The future of AMD depends on its ability to execute its strategy, adapt to changing market dynamics, and fend off competition from rivals like Nvidia and Intel. It's a dynamic and exciting industry to be a part of, and investors will be watching closely to see how AMD navigates the road ahead. Section 9. Final verdict. So, is AMD a buy? We've covered a lot of ground today, from AMD's financial health and technical analysis to its competitive landscape and future prospects. So, the million-dollar question is AMD a buy at $122.15? Well, there's no easy answer. Investing in the stock market always involves risk, and AMD is no exception. However, based on our analysis, AMD has a lot going for it. The company has a strong track record of innovation, a solid financial position, and a large and growing addressable market. Ultimately, the decision to buy or not to buy AMD stock depends on your individual investment goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. Do your own research, consider the factors we've discussed, and make an informed decision that aligns with your overall investment strategy. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint.